I'm Deirdre Pilch, the superintendent of the Greeley-Evans School District here in Weld County. I have been in education for 33 years. I first began as a classroom teacher teaching middle school, and then moved into administration as an assistant principal, and then a middle school principal and high school principal, and assistant superintendent, deputy superintendent, and now I'm in my finishing my 6th year here in District 6 as superintendent. A little bit about my upbringing and my background. I'm a first generation college student in my family, so I was the first child in my family to go to college. I was just very fortunate. I had a couple of teachers who really believed in me and helped me to figure out filling out scholarship applications and college applications and financial aid forms, and helped to get me started in college. I had a high school counselor who told me when I went in to ask about college, because these teachers had said, you got to get started. It's time to start applying. So I went to my high school counselor, and he said, "Oh, Deirdre, you're not college material." If you look at my history, all of the factors there would tell you that I probably wasn't college material. But I had 2 teachers, my high school English teacher and my high school drama teacher, who believed in me, and they said, "You are going to college." My paternal grandmother believed that I was college material. She saw something in me that I think a lot of adults didn't see in me at the time, and she was very encouraging about me going to college. She wasn't really sure how I would do it either, quite frankly, but I had those professionals at the school, those 2 teachers, who were willing to help me figure out, all those tricky things like scholarship applications and college applications and financial aid. And then my grandmother was there saying, we're going to help you figure this out, and we're going to help you figure out how you get there and how you get started. And so I got started, and I didn't quit until I was Dr. Deirdre, and that allows me to do this work. Having that background allows me to do the work that I do every single day. I think, of course, the academic preparation is important when we think about being prepared and going to college, but there's also this piece around navigating the world. And so in high school, I was very social. I was involved in lots of clubs and organizations, and that's really what kept me connected to high school, was all that social activity and the friends and the clubs. I was in drama and yearbook, and all of that kept me very active in high school. So I went to school so that I could cheer at the football game on Friday night, because I had to be in school to be able to cheer at the football game. I went to school because play practice was right after school. So I think I just got to say, activities and organizations are so important, I think, for some of our students. Now, some of our kids, the engagement is the academics, and that's enough for them. But for me, I really needed that extra hook. And as it turns out, my high school drama teacher and my English teacher who supervised yearbook were the 2 amazing women who really pushed me to go to college from the school setting. We live and work in a community that is highly impacted by poverty, and historically, some of our wages are lower here as a result of that poverty, of course. And I believe our job in K-12, especially in the Greeley-Evans School District, our job is to make sure that students have everything they need so they can be gainfully employed or be ready for college. In our community, more so than many other school districts in the state of Colorado, we have more needs, and we have less funding in many cases. The Success Foundation is helping to close that disparity that exists between high needs and less resources, fewer resources. Having the Success Foundation as a partner and coming alongside us to support us with financial needs as well as material needs as well as people needs So all those things matter in terms of really meeting the needs of the students in this community. I'm just so grateful to be a part of all of that, and so grateful to be in a community that believes in public education and believes in the importance of getting students ready for college and career. I'm Deirdre Pilch. I'm Superintendent of Schools for the Greeley-Evans School District 6. I'm a first-generation graduate from high school and college. I'm gritty, and I'm District 6.